Who does the push-ups like no other? Salsa, please. Who knows how to do CPR? Salsa, please. Always in your status. A straight up beat, straight heart throb. It's salsa, please. Salsa, please. Salsa, please.
Hey everybody, it's your boy, Sausacles. Down in the description I might link the URL, but whatever. I'm telling myself to wait because I got guys in the background, but I'm just going to keep going because it's a voiceover dummy. Anyway, so I am going to feature the picture of the workout here. You can pause it here if you want to use this picture, or you can take a snippet, whatever, and put it in your photos. I'm going to get kicked off here in a minute. That was my little wizard hand gesture. Then I'm going to start doing it. So yeah, it's a pretty easy workout. 5 sets if you're a greenhorn. 3 sets if you're a recruit. That's what I recommend. But the deal is, you got to do all 5 sets if you want all 17 quests done. Not counting all the running and the cleaning you have to do. Round 1. So here we go. Into the burpees. These are pretty self-explanatory, except I'm weird and I do a push-up when I go all the way down. It adds to your overall push-up count. That's totally what I do, you know. The deal with this is that I feel like burpees on their own, just kicking your legs out, don't do much. I feel like if you do the push-up, you know, and then on 22 push-ups now, you do the push-up, it gets in your back, in your chest, and your arms. The deal is here that remember not to overextend from bird's eye view. Don't go over 45 degrees, just keep it under. And then now I think we're on the laggy eaters. Is that what I'm doing right now? Yep, so there's the laggy eaters. It's only 5 of these, so 5 each side. I think that's what I'm doing in this one. Pretty easy stuff. They used to be called solid snakes, but I'm just going to call them leg eaters because that's what I want to do. Alright, now we're on to the 7 lunges. I'll switch it up to jump lunges right here. I'm going to switch it up again in round 2. But if you stick to the workout card, that's fine. And if you don't, you do what I do. That's fine too. I think my idea later, I'm going to do high knees where you clap your hands under. The idea is like it's like climbing a stair if you get your freaking knee up to your waist, and you're definitely doing it if you clap your hand under. But we'll get to that here in a minute. I'll reiterate it. And then the next thing should be the bicep plank. Alright, here we go. Bicep plank is an alternative for flexed arm hang. You can just hang off an object. That's probably easier, probably safer, maybe, depends on the scenario. But this, it's a little bit harder to get totally right in flexed arm hang, as we'll see later. I'm not totally perfect with it, but it does work your back, it does work biceps and all that stuff, your chest. It's pretty much just as good as the flexed arm hang, if you can do it. And then now we're on to 24 sit-ups. And the deal with sit-ups is I keep a leg staggered, and you'll see it in the workout card too. You keep one leg fully extended and one leg tucked in. This makes it easier to go up and down because one leg is pressing down when you're going down and one leg's holding you up when you're going up. Make sure you get your head past the base of your spine or your waist bone or whatever. Keep your hands interlocked behind your head, and then make sure your shoulder blades touch the ground when you go all the way down. You can roll in and out, and I think I realized this later, and that's the best way to do it. It's just imagine your body as a kind of yoga mat, and you're just rolling the top half in and out, you know. That makes it easiest. Because I used to just slam my body down, but then it just like really started hurting. But I think if you do the roll, it kind of like the kinetic energy builds up and then rolls back into you when you go down. If that makes any sense. If you guys try it out and you see the same thing, then just reaffirm in the guild chat or whatever, or in the comments. And then the next exercise should be 5 reverse crunches. Now this is my weakest exercise, and I've actually been neglecting my core a good bit. I think I should go and I should do maybe a core or a pull-up or both challenge. I'd like to master those exercises again, like when I did the 1,000 core challenge at the start of the channel or whatever. Alright, and then it's on to 5 leg deadlifts or box jumps alternatively. This is easier than a box jump, but they don't let me bring out a box here. I'm making the video for everyone of mine. I'm making the video for people who, like, you know, are just like gone research station on Antarctica, you know, and don't have any gym equipment or whatever, you know. So you just bring your head all the way down and extend your leg all the way back, and your heel should be in line with your head, and that whole setup should be parallel with the ground. So that's what you're aiming for. And it might look bad here, but when I saw it later, it's good. So that was round 1. Now we're on to round 2. But not before we take a minute break. I think I was making sure I was still recording there. Alright, now I'm drinking some water. And I'm just gonna walk around. For these breaks, I'm just going to talk about random stuff, or I might do it during the workout too. But you don't have to be here for the breaks. You can pause the video for a minute or 2 minutes or whatever. Try to bring a timer, use your phone if you have to. Yeah, you can just pause it for however long you want. Right now I got it at 200% on a 1 minute break, so it's probably 30-second break if you go off the video. But I do 1 minute break, that's what I do. Round 2. And now, going back to those burpees, you want to try to get some air. I'm not so focused on it right now. I'm smoked from a surprise you guys are going to get to see later. I'm super excited. It's about the new challenge that came out, and I hope you guys like it. I was actually supposed to get it done during the last challenge, and I might have, I don't remember, but it was so close that I definitely could get the video and the workout card out. So you guys are going to get to see it this challenge, and I think it'll be coming better, more handy or whatever. And then on to the push-ups. We're done with those, and now on to the laggy eaters. And I call them laggy eaters because back when we had that crossover quest with Monster Hunters or whatever, they had this monster called the Gaiacris. Kind of like crawl around like a snake, I guess, for this, so I call them laggy eaters, you know. Now we're on to the lunges. So I wanted to hear what you guys think about the monetized quests. Okay, so now there was like the lunar battle or whatever. There was like 3 quest lines that are no longer free, kind of like you had to go earn gold to get them. See, now I'm switching to those high knees with a clap on the bottom. And you can't clap if you don't bring your knees all the way up to your waist at least. I'm probably going a little bit over because I got thicker legs, but whatever. So yeah, they monetize these quests. And they're not new quests. They've been around forever. I have some of them done. But I can't finish all of them now because they're monetized now. Now you gotta have gyms to buy them. And I don't think the payout's worth it, you know? Like, a lot of the content that's gym exclusive, most of it is just pets. And the rest of the stuff is like, why does it matter, you know? I think they should get it to where they, like, got a service that, like, they'll have someone make gear for you or something like that, or they'll implement it in the game for money. Or they should find another strategy. I think this is going to backfire and kind of draw people away, monetizing stuff that they already had. I think they should generate new content and monetize that, like totally new quest lines, instead of just monetizing one cheap pet quest. Why don't you monetize like a new quest line with new gear and stuff, you know? Because I think they did that for some of the quest lines, and that's what I'd rather see, but it's whatever at this point. Now we're on to the bicep plank, the alternative for flex arm hang. And you know, I really appreciate all you guys letting me back in your houses again. I know I say it like every other video or whatever, but I'm really grateful that you come back and you watch me. I know, I swear. Oh, and I slowed this video down too. Okay, so this is the deal. I slowed it down so you could actually do the workouts with me. On most of the other ones, it's just like kind of a proof of concept thing. You can watch the first minute to see it slow, and then the rest of the stuff is just me making sure I did it. And then like, I got the workout card if you want to do it. But this one's actually in regular time, except for the breaks. So you guys can do it with me. You just set it up. You know, you got the tablet or the laptop or the phone with a pop socket or whatever. You set it down outside and you... What do? You do your sit-ups and your push-ups and all that. And, you know, you can finish all 17 quests with me, you know? And I'm probably gonna make this like a multi-part thing. I'm probably gonna have like 15 parts. And I'll also, for the running thing, I already did a running video. You can check that out if you want to. I might come out with another one. But I'm thinking I'm probably gonna do an agility drill video. And I remember when I first started agility drill, I'd do this thing called the zombie drill to test it out, like at the end of the week of agility drilling. And what would happen is you'd have like you would go to a parking lot that doesn't have a lot of cars, and you'd give a dude like 2 or 3 spaces, like vehicle car squares or whatever, and you'd say, okay, when you get up to the last square, that guy is a zombie and you have to juke on him. And then you get to the last square, and with the momentum you've been building on the last 1 or 2 squares, you're supposed to also be able to roll or dive or whatever away from him so much that he doesn't grab you. Because if he grabs you, he definitely can bite you. And he shouldn't even be able to touch you at all when you do it. And so me and, like I said, some basketball players, what was this other guy? He was pretty fast too. Lighter guys, all these other kinds of people. They're always really impressed with it, you know, that like I'm pretty fast. And I've been neglecting that too for this surprise. It's been a big surprise, and there was like, I don't know, there's a lot of times I didn't think I could do it, but I did. Okay, so we're done with 2, and now we're on to 3. And then another time I remember I was so fast, like, so I'm in the woods, right, and I'm playing one of those airsoft games, and this guy, he just starts cutting into me, and me and this guy, we would go head to head all the time, but I got him this time, and this is a pretty cool trick. So I just fired a burst in his direction, and I tuck my weapon away, and I just start sprinting away, and I like sprint past a small creek and all this stuff, and he comes up, he's thinking he's advancing on me, and that I like pretended to retreat, but really I'm behind him, and I just start shooting as hard as I can at him, and I do hit him, and I get it. Round 3. So now, doing the burpees, doing this stuff from the rear. Now, it's not the most flattering angle, and like I said, like, I shouldn't do it all the time. But the deal is, maybe it's a flattering angle to you. I don't know you. No judgment either way, man. But the deal is, I'm glad that I ended up doing it for this workout, and I might not do it for every workout. Yeah, see, I kind of go to the side here. I'm probably gonna like really emphasize it if I think it'd be good to see it from the rear for feedback. But otherwise, I'll probably just do a side shot or whatever in the middle somewhere or whatever. But the deal is the leg deadlifts. So you start out the video, you watch me, and you're like, wow, that's total trash, you know? And at this point, because we're behind me, you can really see that I'm pretty much parallel with the ground. I'm doing a good job. And I'm so relieved about that, because I thought I just did those terribly. The one thing I just did not so great that I don't think is too acceptable is the reverse crunches. And like I said, I'm going to get to work on my core and do pull-ups all here soon. But so yeah. So that was all my what is it? This is all my that was the story about agility training and how it comes in handy in real life and all that, you know. I'd argue and say that agility, I guess my phone died or my earphones died or something. I don't know. Now, yeah, I remember this. I'm like, oh no, I don't remember the workout at all. What's next? And I ended up remembering it. I'm pretty impressed, you know. Like, I totally thought I was gonna forget about all this stuff and be boned, but I got it. And another fun fact is, I don't have a workout card when I go and do these exercises. I might have like a Word document that has all the exercises and a photograph, but that's it, because I use this footage to make the actual workout cards. So there's no way I can remember, you know, or I know what all I'm doing and all that stuff. I'm kind of winging it each time. But, and how do you guys like the workout cards? Are they too much? Should something change? I really like it. It's a really innovative concept. Like, what is it? So Derby and Neela Ray had their workout cards, and they do a really good job. But it's just all animated. You know, it's just too clean. It's too plastique, I guess. And the thing I like about my workout cards is I actually use pictures of me or other people. And that's something else I miss. I really miss other guys asking me, hey, can I be in a video? Hey, can I shoot a workout card with you? I haven't gotten that in a while. And I don't want any of you to think I'm too big-headed or think that, like, oh, I'm better than everyone else. Like, I'm going to admit, I'm all right at push-ups now. I'm probably still not the best, but I'm pretty good at them, you know? But there's a lot of exercises and a lot of areas of expertise and, like, even dieting and stuff like that, or, like, you know, meditation and all that, or even just big fields of working out. I'm not an expert in. I'm not even as good as half the members of the guild, you know? And, you know, anything you can think of. Like, if you had a yoga workout, or if you had, what was another thing? The running workout, this, just any kind of workout you can think of. If you got one, just come up to me and ask me, hey, if I send you footage, can you make me a workout card? And we'll work it out. And I totally want to do more videos of me, because I like videos of you guys more. That's what I like. And if you want me to be in the video with you, that's fine. But I liked, like with the Dragonator, the workout there, right? So we made that video and we did the card. I didn't get the video out soon enough, but it was a nice little reward for all the people that were working with me, you know? And it just made me way happier to think, you know, someone on the other side of the world is doing a workout that I'm doing, and we're going to be in the same video together and all this stuff. You know, that made me way happier than, oh, look at me, I can do all these push-ups, or oh, look at me, I can knock out this whole workout in one sitting, or oh, look at me, you know, I did 1,000 core challenge, you know. I was way happier with that video than any other video. And that's more stuff I want, and I'm not lying about that. I really, like, if you guys can, just right now, whatever you do, even if you click out of this, don't watch the rest of the thing, whatever, just come to me and say, hey, man, I got an idea for water aerobics even, or something like that. And I'm going to work with you on it, you know? And I'm not going to, like, charge you or something, you know? Not right now, anyway. If I make a name for myself and everyone's like, hey, Sossocles, your workout card producing whore, we'll pay, the Tide will pay you to make a cool workout for him. I start getting paid, then I'll tell you in a video. I'll be like, I'm not for free anymore, guys. I'm not a workout card whore. So these reverse crunches, like, as you've been noticing, my legs aren't totally straight, you know, they're almost there, but they're not totally straight, and it just looks like I could be extending myself and all this stuff more, and I want to do it, you know, I really want to work on that stuff. I'm gonna put together probably like some crazy ab workouts and some crazy pull-up workouts, and I'm gonna do a video or something, or a workout card or whatever on that. I'd like to do that. And see, now you can see my leg deadlifts. See how smooth that is? Look at that. It's almost totally straight every time, you know? Not all of them are perfect. Some of them are not great. But you know what? It's pretty good for a guy who can't see his own butt, you know? So, I'm pretty content with these maneuvers, you know? So I'm done with that. That was round 3. And now we're moving on to round 4. And we have a break. Don't forget about that, okay? Pause the video if you got to for that 1 minute break. Whatever you got to do. I got to readjust my freaking headband and all kinds of stuff. And I also recently, so I don't know if I shot the video with my watch. I don't remember. I think it gave out for the surprise video. Or the surprise video was before this, I think. So it would have still been working if I'm wearing it. But I had this watch, and it was good. It had all kinds of stuff. It was kind of like a knockoff G-Shock from Timex or something. And it stopped working all the way. Like, I even replaced the battery. It didn't work. So I've been trying to find a good watch brand. I found a brand called Skimmy, like SKMEI, and they got this cool watch. It's like less than 20 bucks, but it does the barometer and the temperature and all that stuff, which for a G-Shock, that'd be like, look at me, I'm trying to figure out all the exercises if I did them all, and like if I'm on track. Round 4. So I've been trying to get this watch that does all the stuff that this G-Shock, it was like 300 bucks or something like that, super expensive. I've been trying to get this watch that does all that stuff. But I just wanted to get your guys' opinion before I get it. You know, what do you think? Is there a good watch brand? What should I do? The funniest thing I've seen is that they got a watch brand called Infantry that's veteran owned. None of the watches are waterproof. Figure that out. You know? That'd be a big feature. Like, that's a must-have. That's a deal breaker. If you're not waterproof, I'm not wearing that watch, you know? Even if it's a nice dinner watch, I'm not doing it, you know? You see, I'm kind of smoked here. It's not from this workout. It's from the one that was before this. The surprise. I don't even know if I hit the burpees. Did I remember the burpees there? I hope you remember this burpee sauce. You're going to rewind and tell me in the comments, hey, you forgot the burpees. I'll pay you back. Yeah, there we go. Look at that. So yeah, that's a good alternative for lunges. Lunges are also more stable or whatever. And these jumping lunges, you only got to jump in the air and then switch legs. You could also just return to the standing position and then jump and then land and then do a lunge. Whatever you can do, you know. I know there's guys with all kinds of profiles and janky knees. I got a busted up knee too. I try to act like it ain't hurting me, but I'm like, my leg. I just remind myself, I'm like, you're 24, you can't have leg problems, guys. Alright, here we go with the sit-ups. Now, I think I get my act together. I don't think I'll like drag you through each sit-up, but I might have in this one. I don't know. I think, which round is this? If this is round 3 or round 4. Round 3 was the longest round for this workout. Round 4 and 5 are pretty short. Round 1 was pretty short. Round 2 was also one of the longer ones. But round 3 is the longest for this workout. Yeah. I used to be killer on all the ab stuff, especially when I was a teenager. I remember I was bragging one point. I can't prove it now because I'm not that old, but I remember I was like going to the gym and doing all these stupid plank challenges. I'd be doing like 7-minute planks and all this stuff. And now, like, here I am. So I'm looking forward to getting back there a little bit. But like the other thing is, like, I remember a lot of stuff I used to do as a teenager. I never was really good at push-ups as a teenager. That never really I tried to, but I just sucked at them no matter what. But what is it? I remember I used to do crazy running times and distances. I used to do crazy ab stuff, all kinds of other things. But now I'm more like the 30-minute, 1-hour hero. That's it. I'm not trying to beat any records, you know, or train for a marathon. And I've been thinking about like trying to go and get ready for like a big event or whatever. But the deal is, I'm not even going to get anyone's hopes up right now, because I'm just broke college kid right now. So I got to get through college, and then once all that stuff's over, you know, then we'll go and we'll do. Then I'll hit you guys up on Herbatica and all that stuff, and I'll tell you, hey, I got money now. You know, keep me accountable, or try to work with me until we do some kind of challenge, you know, some kind of marathon or whatever. But just right now, it's just not all that feasible, you know. And I really hope that everyone tries to do something like that once, you know, because I did that a couple of times. I trained for some big event or whatever, and like, I don't know, in the army you kind of have to, like, you gotta like sit there and get ready for these 12-mile ruck marches and all this crap. But everyone should have their big event, you know, and it doesn't matter if you don't come in first or whatever. Just finish the event, you know, just do it for that, if anything, you know, because everyone just gets caught up in winning. And the coolest thing about any competition or any event or whatever is that everyone went out and did it, that it happened at all, you know. Like they got some cool stuff going on in our area right now. Like they had a couple years back, they had a zombie marathon where there were a bunch of people throughout a track, and you had a bunch of flags on you. You try to run through the track, and if they caught you, they take a flag from you and let you go. And if you ran out of flags, then it was assumed you were dead or whatever. And then there's a new event coming up, but I guess it's like some kind of like toy gun airsoft thing where it's like they just shoot at zombies on some field or whatever. I kind of think that's dumb, and it sounds kind of scary, because the deal is they probably don't have any, well, they don't have any safety gear, I imagine. They don't have any face mesh or goggles or whatever. And I really think you should always wear that stuff when you're doing it. You can lose a tooth, or you could get jabbed in the eye or whatever, you know. You should have all the face stuff. But either way, it's a cool event. I'm looking forward to it. I just hope to give them the eye pro, the face mesh, and they still make convincing looking zombies, you know. The weakest jump ever. Just so done with this workout. And it's not, like I said, it's not that it's hard. I know I'm sweating like crazy in it, but it's just that, like, it's just that freaking surprise, you know. I'm just like, I don't want to do another push-up for days. Because it wasn't even the surprise that was hard, it was like the train up for it, you know. Glaring at you from the side. I'm like, what are you doing to me up at it? You guys are good. So, yeah. Knocking out those push-ups. Pretty easy. Form's not always perfect, but I'm getting better all the time, you know. It's pretty much straight up whenever I get up there. You can't really see the light shining off my tricep or whatever, which is a pretty good indicator. And, yeah. It's just easy work, you know. At this stage, push-ups are pretty easy, you know. I'm gonna, like I said, that's another reason I want to move to pull-ups, you know? Just to make it easier, or not to make it easier, to have a new challenge, you know. So now we're on to the leg eaters. Done with that pretty quick. At 10, they start to get pretty unbearable, you know. Here we go with those jumping high knees. Clap your hands into your knees. The thicker the leg, the higher the angle, you know. Come on, man, you got it. Some of those jumping ones. Or just regular ones, whatever, tired. Alright, now it's the reverse bicep plank, I guess. That's what it's called, right? Or just bicep plank, whatever. So yeah, so that's what we're doing. You're supposed to put your hands all the way down to your waist, and your hands are supposed to be like all the way backwards. But I'm not that flexible, you know. It's just not working for me, or that strong, or whatever. So, but well, I'm pretty much there, you know. I'm right next to it, so who cares? And I'm really looking forward to our new challenge ending, you know, and we like, I don't know, Humongous, he's got all kinds of stuff always in store for us, but I really miss the Lagrikers. I wish we could have another raid boss, or not even a raid boss, but we got like a kind of fight where it's like you got to take out 5 dudes, but each dude's like a workout set, and every day you don't take him out, they do so much damage. So you got like 3 hit points, I guess, or something. And then if you don't do all the sets in 3 days, you die and you got to start over or something. That'd be a cool workout challenge. I saw on Derby they had a They had a workout called Boss Fight on Derby, and it's a pretty cool concept. It had a health bar at the top, and each part of the bar was a set, and you had to do 10 sets to clear out the bar. And it wasn't that hard of a workout. I could probably do it now. But every time I looked at it, I didn't count all the bars, so I just assumed there was like 20, and it's also not the easiest workout in the world. And I was just like, screw that, I can't do 20 of this workout, you know? Or I don't want to. I probably could, but I just don't want to. But then, you know, you get out there and probably be a lot easier than you think it is, you know? And that's the deal. Even me, this happens. Like with the last challenge, not the running challenge, but that Humongous put out. But the surprise I got for you guys, there was like at least 4 or 5 times, like 4 or 5 workouts where I was like, I can't do this. It's just not gonna happen, you know. I'm gonna get injured or whatever. And like, I'm not saying go if you know you're gonna get injured, but I just like, yes, I did it. I did all of it. Well, almost all of it. Let's finish this off. Come on. I didn't actually think I was at risk of being injured, but you know what I'm saying? I just don't have it in me to finish this. And I just told myself to keep going, and then at some point later that day I was done, and I did it, you know? And it's like, it's a really humbling feeling, you know, to just like thinking you're just totally boned, but you just don't give yourself an out, you know? And I'm not saying you shouldn't ever quit. Sometimes it's smart to cash your chips in early, you know? But I didn't quit for this challenge, and I'm really proud that I got it done, you know, the surprise that's coming up. But I should stop talking about it because we're talking about the recruit video. So I'm done here now. Done with the rise of Butterroll. You and me, we do it together, baby. See you next time. Yeah, just do the workout, post a time or whatever. Tell me how you did. I forgot what I was doing. I was like, we're number 1. I'm gonna salute you, you champ. I'm still coming off that really hard challenge. I'm still like really humbled right now. So yeah, I'll see you guys later. Bye. Alright guys, so you can subscribe, you can go to Redholme by clicking on the link on the banner, you can like my video, you can comment, or you can check out the previous or the next one, and I will see you fighters in the field.